Dive into the digital realm with Stoic wisdom. Unravel the secrets of navigating social media with integrity and mindfulness. How can Stoicism guide us through the digital noise and help us stay true to our values? Join us on a journey to discover the balance between the virtual and the virtuous. What happens when ancient philosophy meets modern technology? Picture a scene set in bustling metropolis of Athens over 2 millennia ago. The sun is sinking into the horizon, casting long shadows over the marble buildings. In a quiet corner of the city, a group of philosophers are engaged in a lively discussion. These are the Stoics, followers of a philosophy that advocates for self-discipline, emotional resilience, and unwavering commitment to virtue. The founder, Zeno of Citium, is at the center of it all, passionately expounding on the principles of Stoicism. He tells his fellow Stoics to concentrate only on what they can control, to let go of the rest. He advises them to stay unruffled in the face of adversity, to foster justice, and to confront life with a practical, clear-headed viewpoint. The Stoics listen intently, absorbing every word. Their focus is not on the physical world, but on the inner world of their minds, striving to attain wisdom and tranquility amidst the chaos of the ancient city. Fast forward to present time, the world is now highly interconnected and operating at an unparalleled speed. The once tangible city squares and marketplaces have been replaced with digital landscapes shaping how we communicate, interact, and perceive our environment. From Facebook to Instagram, Twitter to TikTok, these social media platforms have not only become an integral part of our daily lives, but have undeniably changed them in profound ways. They offer myriad opportunities, a platform to connect with people worldwide, a vast ocean of knowledge, a stage for self-expression. Yet they also present immense challenges, the constant urge to portray a flawless image, the addictive habit of endless scrolling, the possibility of hostility and disagreement. Suppose we were to introduce Stoicism into this fast-paced digital realm. What if we could utilize its age-old wisdom to untangle the complexities of social media? Imagine applying Stoic philosophy to foster healthier digital habits, to engage more mindfully, and to respond to online adversities with dignity and resilience. We are about to embark on this extraordinary journey today. We'll delve into how the Stoic principles of control, perspective, emotional strength, and living in accordance with nature can steer us in the chaotic world of social media. We'll explore how these ancient teachings can help us use social media responsibly, ethically, and in a manner that aligns with our core values. So get ready to embark on a fascinating exploration of these two contrasting worlds. Prepare to view social media through a new lens. This lens offers clarity amidst the cacophony, encourages contemplation over impulse, and values virtue over vanity. Let us delve deeper into this fascinating intersection of Stoicism and social media. In the realm of social media, what truly lies within our control? The Stoic philosophy, a wisdom field that bloomed in the classical period of ancient Greece and Rome, provides invaluable guidance. This wisdom, steeped in the time-tested principle of control, offers us a compass to navigate the vast ocean of the digital world. This principle, simple yet profound, teaches us a significant lesson that has relevance even in today's times. The only aspects truly within our control are our own actions and reactions. All other elements, from the number of likes or shares to the tone and content of others' comments on our posts, are beyond our direct control. Therefore, according to the Stoic principle, these uncontrollable factors should not be the source of our worry, stress, disappointment. Let's delve into a scenario. Consider the case of Jane. Jane, an ardent environmental activist, invests significant effort in creating informative and engaging posts on the pressing issue of climate change. Despite her passion and dedication, she often feels disheartened and demotivated when her posts do not garner the recognition and appreciation she believes they deserve. This is a common feeling amongst many social media users, the thirst for validation and recognition often superseding the joy of creation and sharing. However, Jane's narrative takes a transformative turn when she began to comprehend and apply the Stoic principle of control. She embarked on a journey of self-introspection, realizing that the number of likes, comments and shares her posts generated were elements she had no direct control over. What she did have control over, however, was the quality of content she created, the consistency of her posts, and her personal reaction to the feedback received, both positive and negative. Now, let's consider another scenario involving John. John, a creative and talented individual, shares his artistic creations with the world through various social media platforms. He too grappled with feelings of hurt and disappointment when he faced negative comments on his posts. But the Stoic philosophy came to his rescue. By embracing the principle of control, he understood that he couldn't dictate the opinions of others, but he could certainly control his own reactions to them. He began viewing criticism not as an attack, but as an opportunity for improvement. These real-life examples underscore how focusing on what's within our control can significantly improve our social media experiences. It can liberate us from the unnecessary stress of seeking validation and fearing criticism. It empowers us to use social media as a platform for self-expression, learning, and building meaningful connections, rather than allowing it to become a constant source of anxiety. In the vast expanse of the digital world, just as in the physical one, numerous factors are beyond our direct control. We're often tossed about in the tumultuous sea of social media, struggling to keep our heads above water. But by channeling our energy on what we can control, our actions, our reactions, and our attitudes, we can sail through these stormy waters with the calm and composure of a seasoned Stoic. Remember, the only thing we have complete control over is our own actions and reactions. How can a shift in perspective transform our social media experience? This intriguing question leads us towards a deep dive into the Stoic principle of perspective, an essential pillar of Stoic philosophy that, when correctly applied, can substantially impact our digital interactions, coloring the way we perceive and respond to different stimuli in the digital realm. The principle of perspective, as interpreted in Stoic philosophy, lays significant stress on the idea that our perceptions of events play a more critical role than the actual events themselves in shaping our responses. It implies that we have the power to control our reactions based on our perceptions. In the context of social media, it suggests that the manner in which we interpret posts, comments, and likes can powerfully mold our online experience, influencing our emotional responses and overall well-being. Imagine a situation where someone shares a picture from their breathtakingly beautiful vacation. The same post can invoke a spectrum of reactions based on the perspective of the viewer. One person could perceive this with feelings of envy, leading to a sense of dissatisfaction about their own life. They might feel as if they are missing out on the joys of life, causing them to question their achievements. However, the same post could spark a completely different reaction in another person. They might see the same image and inspired, using it as a springboard to work harder and save for their own dream vacation. They might start visualizing themselves in that place, igniting a fire of ambition within them. The post remains the same, but the reactions could not be more different, all due to a shift in perspective. Another instance to reflect upon is the common predicament of receiving negative comments on social media posts. It becomes effortless to let these comments dampen our spirits or dent our self-esteem. However, a Stoic perspective can offer us a thoughtful method to cope with such situations. We can choose to view these comments as external events that are beyond our control, and therefore not let them disrupt our mental tranquility. Simply put, we can make a conscious choice not to be harmed by them. Moreover, a Stoic perspective can help us perceive social media as a neutral tool, devoid of any inherent moral value. It's our use of it, our perspective on it, that determines whether it enhances our lives or detracts from them. We can decide to see it as a platform for connection, learning and personal growth, rather than a source of stress or unhealthy comparison. Lastly, let's consider the pervasive fear of missing out, popularly known as FOMO. This fear can often lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and restlessness. However, the Stoic perspective offers a solution. We can shift our focus from the fear of missing out to the appreciation of the experiences we're currently engaged in. This shift in perspective can transform FOMO into JOMO, an acronym for the joy of missing out. In conclusion, the Stoic principle of perspective encourages us to retain control over our perceptions, choosing to react rationally rather than emotionally, and to select positivity over negativity. It invites us to take command of our online experiences. A change in perspective can indeed make a world of difference. How can Stoicism help us build emotional resilience in the age of social media? Let's explore this more deeply. In the dynamic and ever-evolving sphere of the digital world, we are constantly exposed to an unceasing flow of data, thoughts, perspectives, and interactions. These come at a rapid-fire pace, often leaving us feeling overwhelmed, discombobulated, and emotionally drained. The intensity and frequency of this stream can have a profound effect, affecting our mood, behavior, and overall mental health. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, offers us a beacon of guidance amidst this digital chaos. This age-old philosophy fosters the cultivation of emotional resilience, an invaluable tool in today's hyper-connected world, where social media is an integral part of our daily lives. Emotional resilience, as interpreted and taught by the Stoics, is the capacity to withstand, bounce back, and grow from stresses and constant changes in our environment. It is not about denying or suppressing our emotions, but rather about comprehending and managing them effectively. This concept is especially relevant in the context of social media, where emotions can be triggered instantaneously, often with just a mere click or a swipe. Picture a situation where an individual, after sharing a sincere, heartfelt message on social media, is met with a storm of negative comments. The initial reaction might be one of pain, fury, or even despair. But what if we applied Stoic principles to such a situation? The Stoics propose that we have the power and control over our own reactions, not over the actions or reactions of others. Thus, instead of allowing the negativity to engulf and consume us, we can opt to perceive it in a different light. We can acknowledge our initial emotional response, then decide to respond with empathy, understanding, or choose to simply let it slide. This is what emotional resilience looks like in action. Another situation could be the intense pressure to portray a perfect life on social media, which can potentially lead to feelings of inadequacy or anxiety. The Stoic ethos would be to acknowledge this pressure as an external factor, something that is separate from our true, authentic selves. We can then decide to emphasize authenticity rather than succumbing to comparison, thus fostering a healthier and more realistic relationship with social media. In both these cases, the application of Stoic principles enables us to uphold our emotional equilibrium amidst the ups and downs of the digital realm. It's not about disregarding the emotional impact of social media, but rather about understanding it, managing it, and finding ways to grow from it. In the face of the relentless emotional rollercoaster that social media can sometimes be, Stoicism stands as a grounding force, teaches us to navigate through it all with wisdom, integrity, and resilience. Emotional resilience is not about avoiding feelings, but about effectively managing them. With Stoicism as a guide, we can navigate the social media age with wisdom, integrity, and resilience. What does it mean to live according to nature in the digital age? This is a query that perplexes many of us as we sail the vast oceans of the internet, attempting to navigate the complex web of social media platforms. For the ancient philosophers, the Stoics, the concept of living according to nature had a different connotation. It wasn't so much about frolicking in the lush grasslands or cutting ties with civilization to live in a secluded cabin in the woods, but rather about comprehending the natural order of the universe and figuring out our rightful place within it. To them, it meant acknowledging our roles, not only as unique autonomous individuals, but also as integral parts of a community. It was about behaving in a manner that was harmonious with these roles. The question today is, how do we transpose this age-old principle to our lives that are becoming increasingly digital? Let's examine some real-life scenarios. Meet Jane. She is a young, ambitious professional who is a regular on professional networking sites like LinkedIn. Jane doesn't merely use these platforms to scale the career ladder. She also utilizes them to aid others by offering valuable insights and resources. Essentially, she is epitomizing the concept of living according to nature by dutifully fulfilling her role as a contributing member of her professional community. Then we have John. John is deeply passionate about the environment. He masterfully leverages the power of the digital world to create awareness about the urgent issue of climate change. By using his online persona to champion environmental protection, he's living according to nature in terms of his role as a protector of our planet. However, living according to nature isn't solely about the tasks we perform or the roles we play. It's equally about the manner in which we undertake them. It's about conducting ourselves with unwavering integrity, unflinching honesty, and deep-seated respect for the dignity of others, both in the virtual world and in our everyday offline interactions. It's about ensuring that our online persona isn't a meticulously crafted illusion to garner approval and likes, but an accurate reflection of who we truly are, devoid of embellishments. It's incredibly effortless to get sucked into the tornado of the digital world, to lose our true selves amidst the ceaseless torrent of posts, likes, comments and shares. Yet by adhering to the principle of living according to nature, we can ground ourselves firmly amidst the digital mayhem. We can utilize social media as a potent tool to serve our purpose, foster genuine connections, and make a lasting positive impact, instead of allowing it to exploit and manipulate us. Living according to nature in the digital age is about aligning our online actions with our offline values. It's about remaining authentic to who we are, irrespective of the platform we are on. It's about preserving our humanity amidst the cacophony of digital voices. No matter where we are, it's about being true to ourselves. How can the ancient Stoic virtue of moderation guide our social media usage? This is a question that merits deep contemplation in our contemporary world. A world where digital realm pervasively permeates every aspect of our lives. Stoicism, a school of Hellenistic philosophy, advocates for the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and yes, moderation. This virtue, in essence, encourages us to navigate life without succumbing to the seductive lures of excess or deprivation. It is a guiding principle, a beacon that can steer our actions, choices, and ultimately our lives towards a golden mean of balance and equilibrium. Now imagine the impact of this principle on our social media usage. Picture a young woman, let's name her Emily. Emily, like many of us, finds herself ensnared by the enchanting world of social media. The vibrant pictures, intriguing updates, the gripping narratives, all hold an irresistible attraction. As a result, she spends innumerable hours scrolling through various feeds, posting updates, and more detrimentally, comparing her life with others. Over time, this digital obsession begins to cast a shadow on her mental health and personal relationships, creating a vortex of negativity and dissatisfaction. Yet, what if Emily were to embrace the Stoic virtue moderation in her social media use? She would recognize the need for setting boundaries, for drawing a line that separates healthy engagement from mindless consumption. She would understand the importance of controlling her digital life rather than being controlled by it. She would be able to construct a wall of resilience against the adverse effects of overindulgence in a world that is always online. Now, let's consider another case. A man named Tom who, unlike Emily, uses social media primarily as a source of news and current events. The constant onslaught of information, the incessant barrage of disturbing news stories, leaves Tom feeling overwhelmed and anxious. The absence of moderation in his social media consumption pulls him into a whirlpool of stress and tension. However, if Tom were to adopt the Stoic virtue of moderation, he would establish clear limits on his exposure to such disruptive content. He would understand the importance of balancing his need for staying informed with the need for mental tranquility. He would know when to switch off, when to disconnect from the constant stream of updates, thereby preserving his mental peace and well-being. Moderation, as it pertains to social media, is not a rigid doctrine of abstinence. It isn't about imposing a stringent regime of rules or advocating for complete digital detox. Rather, it is about discerning our personal boundaries, recognizing the early signs of overindulgence, and consciously making adjustments to restore balance. It could be as simple as allocating specific times for social media use, limiting the number of platforms we interact with, or even scheduling regular breaks from the digital world. It's about using these platforms as resources to enrich our lives, not as crutches that deplete our time and energy. With these examples, we can see how the Stoic principle of moderation can be a guiding force in our digital practices. By incorporating thoughtful, measured steps, we can ensure that social media serves us, rather than the contrary. Lastly, let's not forget the invaluable lesson taught by the Stoics: moderation in all things, including social media. How can Stoicism help us respond to cyberbullying and online negativity? This question has grown even more prominent as we increasingly live our lives in the virtual world. So let's explore this topic in depth, with an open mind and a Stoic heart. We start by understanding Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that dates back to the 3rd century BC, founded by Zeno of Citium. This philosophy instills in us the wisdom to distinguish between elements within our control and those beyond it. A fact about cyberbullying and online negativity that we must accept: we cannot control the actions of others. They are not within our jurisdiction, no matter how much we wish they were. But what we can manage are our reactions and interpretations. This is the principle of Stoicism applied to online adversity. To understand this better, consider a case study. Jane, a young teenager, a victim of anonymous targeting on a social platform. The perpetrator posted offensive comments about her, attempting to tarnish her reputation. The experience was humiliating for Jane, making her feel upset and helpless. An all too common scenario in today's digital age, isn't it? But what if Jane adopted the Stoic approach to her ordeal? Stoicism espouses facing adversity with serenity and resilience, a mindset that could be a game changer for Jane. It means accepting the fact that she cannot control or alter the bully's actions. However, she holds the power to control her response to them. She can decide to view the bully's mean-spirited comments as a reflection of the bully's flawed character, not hers. She has the choice not to let the bully's actions define her self-worth or steal her happiness. Essentially, she determines the impact of the bully's actions, not the bully. Stoicism also encourages the pursuit of wisdom, one of its 4 cardinal virtues. Jane could use this distressing experience as a learning curve, a chance to grow stronger. She can seek help from trusted adults, report the bullying incident to the relevant authorities, and find comfort among supportive peers. She can use her experience to advocate for others who might be facing similar predicaments. Courage is another virtue Stoicism instills in us. It urges us to meet adversity with bravery, not fear. Jane manifests this courage when she decides not to let the bully's actions affect her and takes proactive steps to the bully. The remaining 2 virtues that Stoicism emphasizes are justice and temperance. Jane, by standing up for others and abstaining from retaliating against the bully, embodies these virtues. She reacts with fairness and moderation, not allowing anger or a desire for revenge to cloud her judgment. The philosophy of Stoicism thus offers a practical, effective strategy to deal with online adversities. It promotes serenity, resilience, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. In conclusion, remember, in the face of online adversity, Stoicism offers a path to serenity and resilience. It is essential to remember that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretation of these events. A Stoic approach to cyberbullying can help us navigate this complicated digital landscape with wisdom, courage, and integrity. So, what does it mean to be a Stoic social media user? As we have navigated through the previous scenes, we've explored the depths of Stoicism and its role in the modern realm of social media. This journey into the past has allowed us to understand how these ancient principles can be applied to our present-day digital lives. By doing so, we can navigate the online world in a more balanced way, leading us towards a fulfilling and meaningful online experience. To delve deeper, let's recap the lessons we've gleaned from the Stoic philosophy. First and foremost, we've learned about the Stoic of control. This principle teaches us the importance of understanding that we, and only we, have the power to choose our reactions to the content we encounter online. It is a power that can liberate us from the chains of negative emotions and reactions, helping us to maintain our mental peace and equilibrium. Moreover, we've explored the profound power of perspective. This principle reminded us that our view of the world is shaped by our internal dialogue, not the latest viral post or the most sensational news. It is a concept that invites us to look inside and question our assumptions, to break free from the tyranny of external influences, and to nurture our internal wisdom. Next, we have touched on the importance of emotional resilience in this age of viral content and instant feedback. The world of social media often stirs up emotional whirlwinds, creating an environment of constant change and instability. By maintaining a stoic mindset, we can weather these storms, remaining calm and composed in the face of adversity. Furthermore, we've discussed the significant concept of living according to nature. This principle reminded us that we are inherently social creatures, and while social media can serve a tool for connection and interaction, it should never replace our real-world relationships. It is a reminder of our primal needs and instincts, emphasizing the importance of maintaining genuine human connections and relationships. In our journey through the ancient philosophy of Stoicism and its relevance in the world of social media, we've also examined the virtue of moderation. We've learned that by applying this principle, we can use social media judiciously, ensuring that it enhances our lives rather than taking control over them. Additionally, we've faced the harsh reality of cyberbullying and discussed how a stoic response can help us navigate these challenging situations with dignity and grace. It is a testament to the power of Stoicism, showing us how it can provide a shield, helping us maintain our equilibrium in the face of online adversity. Being a Stoic social media user is about bringing all these principles together. It means creating a balanced, ethical, and fulfilling online life. It means taking control, maintaining perspective, fostering emotional resilience, living according to nature, practicing moderation, and responding with dignity to online adversity. Each principle is a piece of a larger puzzle, fitting together to create a clear picture of a wise and balanced digital life. In the intersection of Stoicism and social media, we find a path to digital wisdom and integrity. Through this perspective, we can navigate the online world with a sense of balance, control, and wisdom, leading us to a more fulfilling digital existence. Thank you for joining our Stoic journey through the digital landscape. We hope these insights inspire you to navigate social media with wisdom and integrity. If you found value in this discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom on various aspects of life. Keep the Stoic flame burning in your digital interactions, and remember, wisdom in the virtual world is a journey, not a destination. Until next time, stay stoic and mindful.